Hi everyone, I hope you are well. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Trisha Miller. I hope you hit that subscribe button and stick around. Today we are doing all the things. I have some cleaning we need to get done, a couple of just random tasks that I have been putting off, like vacuuming the basement stairs, cleaning our stairs going up, just little things. We are going to do some cooking. I want to show you a really good chicken noodle soup recipe, and I'm going to add a Valentine's spin for it if you want to make that for your family. We're going to make heart-shaped Pop-Tarts for a little treat today. We are going to be doing some Cricut DIY projects, all the things today. I'm so thankful that you are here. Don't forget, I am doing a giveaway on my channel for the month of January just to say thank you to all of my amazing subscribers. It's a $100 cash giveaway. All you have to do to enter is watch all of my videos in January. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel and leave a comment on each video. That's it. So good luck. I hope you win. I am making a massive iced coffee per usual. I'm gonna take a big sip of this and we're gonna get started. The first thing I wanted to set up was my Soap Daddy dispenser for my Scrub Daddy sponge. I have been wanting to get one of these for the longest time. I don't know why I waited so long, but I'm so excited I got it. And I'm just filling it up with my Mrs. Meyer's. You can fill them with anything. And then there was a label that said you have to squeeze the sides of it so it doesn't leak. I don't know if I did that right. It hasn't been leaking, so I think we're safe. And what I love about this is that you can put whatever soap in you want in it. And so I just did a little bit. You'll see I didn't fill the whole thing up, and that's because I'm going to switch my soap out with the different seasons. So I have this spring scented soap that I love to put in once we hit kind of more closer to Easter, that time frame. So I didn't want to fill it up all the way because I knew I didn't need that much soap, but it worked really well. I love it when I try a new cleaning product or some type of organization product and they work really well, and this is definitely one of those. All right, I got to test out my new soap dispenser because I had several things that I wanted to just wash by hand. The dishwasher was already running, and plus with bamboo cutting boards, you don't want to typically put those in the dishwasher. So a couple of things to do by hand. These are actually new for me. I got them at Walmart. It's the new Paris Hilton line, but I love it because everything is pink. And so it's perfect because I am hosting a galentine's party in a couple of days for some of my friends. And so I wanted to get some charcuterie boards so that I could set up some fun little things. So I will be doing a video with that. I'll do a party prep, so that will come out either Saturday or Tuesday. I haven't decided yet the timeline on that, but that will be coming very soon. So if you're interested in that and you haven't hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And once I finish cleaning this baking sheet, which definitely needs to be replaced, it has seen better days, I am moving on to my new cup. This is my first ever Stanley cup. I was someone who, I don't know why, I just got in my head and said, I will never buy a Stanley. They're too expensive. That's ridiculous. But I really love it. I gotta be honest, it fits in my car perfectly. The brand that I use the most is the Owala cups. They sell them at Target and on Amazon, and I love them because they have a handle where I can kind of hook it under my finger when I'm carrying a bunch of stuff to and from the car. The Stanley, I can't do that. So I would say that's my only negative. But the positive is the Stanley can fit in my cup holder in my car, whereas my Owala cups are they don't go smaller towards the bottom like the Stanley, so they don't fit. And so I really love the Stanley, you guys. I gotta say, I'm a little bit hooked. I don't have any plans to buy a second one. I don't think I need a second one right now because I still have so many of my Owala cups that I love, but I have no regrets about buying it. Where do you stand with Stanleys? Do you like them? Do you have one? Are you somebody how I used to be, where I just didn't buy one just for the mere fact that I didn't want to fall into the trend? Where are you at? Let me know in the comments. Do you get together with your friends for a galentine's party? This is my first time doing an official galentine's event, where I call it a galentine's event because it's going to be near Valentine's Day. These are friends that life has just gotten so busy. We used to work together and we were so close. And you know how it is with people that you work with. You see them every single day. You get super close to them. But then when somebody leaves, i.e. that was me. I left my teaching job, so these are my old teaching friends. You don't see them every day, and when everybody has kids, it's like the stars have to align to be able to find time to see people. It's so hard, especially I find as my kids get older, they're just involved in more and more things, and there's just more activities that take up the schedule, and I wouldn't have it any other way, but it does make it hard when you get a group of moms together trying to align everybody's schedule. But the stars finally aligned, and we are able to get together, and I cannot wait to see them and just catch up and have that girl time. It's just so good for the soul.
Oh, here you are, face to face in this trashy bar. Another glass and I am going places. Makes me laugh about the irony of everything. I like the way you're thinking. I don't really care about the music on the dance floor. I don't really mind all the smokers in the bathroom. I don't care at all, baby, you got my attention. So you were saying, oh no, I don't see the logic of things. It's quite a lonely world that we're living in. Oh baby, you are something special, I'm sure. Everything makes total sense when you're next to me.
Okay, while I get the living room back in order, I just want to check in with everybody. How's your week going? It is Tuesday when this is coming out, so you made it through Monday. Congratulations. It is Monday when I'm doing this voiceover, so I'm going to go ahead and assume that I will make it through Monday as well. We had a little bit of a crazier morning because all three of our kids had their dentist appointments, and the kids had to get up an hour earlier. And I don't know about your family, but my kids always have a hard time going to bed on Sunday night. I think it's just coming off the weekend and just being out of routine. And so they tend to be tired on Monday morning. We always do fun cereal on Monday morning. We call it Fun Cereal Monday because then it's like a motivator for them. And the fun cereal is just like a sugary cereal, like Fruity Pebbles or something like that. Lucky Charms is usually a favorite. So it's a little bit of a crazier morning for us, but we made it through. Everybody's at school. Everybody's doing good. There are no cavities, so we were very happy about that. So all in all, the week is starting off great. Let me know how your week is going. And for anybody who was wondering where Annie was, because she wasn't in her usual spot on the couch, she found a cozier situation this morning. She is doing just fine. And now I just want to get a bunch of places vacuumed downstairs. I'm going to do the Tinico today and mop the floors, so I don't have to vacuum everywhere because the Tinico will vacuum while it's mopping. But since we have 3 kids and 2 dogs, there's lots of dog hair everywhere, so I just want to get the more troublesome spots so that it doesn't clog the Tinico or so that I don't have to clean it out as often. And just a little public service announcement out there. Make sure you vacuum under your rugs every now and then. As I was rolling up the rugs, oh my gosh, the amount of dirt that I found underneath of them was very surprising, a little bit alarming. So anybody who just thinks it's clean under there, I just want to give you a heads up. You might want to occasionally pick them up and give them a little vacuum.
There are stains on your photo, little cracks on your rusty frame, stuck in the mud, oh, but it's okay. I don't have the pieces of your home buried in the flashbacks. All these wicked nightmares have gone cold. Now we go way back, as far as way back goes. Still standing by your side. You know I'll be right here when all the monsters come. taking shapes in millenniums.
There was especially a ton of dust and dirt under our kitchen rug. You can see it on the floor there. And as I was doing this, I remembered that my new vacuum, the Dyson V12 that I'm using right now, came with a special part that has a light that will show you all the dust and dirt. So I had to try it out. I haven't used it yet, but look at that thing. You can see all the dust and dirt on the floor, whereas normally I would look at that and think the floor was clean. So this opened my eyes to a whole new world. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I actually had a really good time with that light. And so I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of it. It's such a cool tool. I love it. On only mopping the downstairs, but if you watched my last Get It All Done with me, I wanted to at least mop the loft area upstairs. didn't get to it last time, so if I already had the Tinico out and ready to go, I might as well just go mop another area in the house. So we're gonna add that to our to-do list really quickly, get that done. And if you are somebody who does not like to see the dirty water that comes out, I'm gonna give you a warning now. Go ahead and close your eyes. I will tell you when it's safe to open, but can you believe how much dirt came off of my floor? It's like satisfying, but also really disgusting at the same time. Okay, it's safe to look, and it's very weird to transition from a toilet to lunch, but here we are. So I decided to treat myself to some kava for lunch today. I rarely order lunch out when I am home, but I love their veggie bowl, and I should have shown you my lunch before I devoured it, but here's my leftover lunch, and kava is so good. So that was a nice little treat in the middle of the day. All right, guys, let's check in. I just finished lunch. I need to clean the Tinico parts. If you're getting a Tinico, you haven't had one before, don't forget when you are done, you need to remove the roller part and then where you put the dirty water, and you need to thoroughly clean them. I love my Tinico. That's the only thing that's a little bit high maintenance about it. If you don't do that, it will smell. So every time you clean with it, even if you clean a tiny little part of your floor, you have to clean those two parts and then lay them out to dry. Sorry, that's another thing. Make sure the roller lays out to dry before you put it back in. All right, so we're gonna do that really quickly. Then I wanna go ahead and do the stairs. I'm old school, and I know there is a better way to do this. There's just something about just scrubbing stairs with my hands. I just take a microfiber cloth, I get a little bowl, I do some dish soap, some warm water, and I just scrub the stairs. Our stairs aren't that big, it doesn't take me very long, and there is just something satisfying about hand washing something. So that's how I'm gonna do it. That's how I like to do it. I'm sure there's a million other better ways to do it. Then I also wanna vacuum the basement stairs. Don't let me forget, I've got to vacuum the basement stairs. That was a goal that I keep, not a goal, a task that I keep putting off. I guess it's now becoming a goal that I have to achieve. I've gotta get those stairs done. Then I think we're gonna move on to our Canva projects. I just have two things I wanna do. I'll explain them to you when we do them. And then I want to do our baking and our cooking. We'll spend some time in the kitchen. And I think that's it. All right, let's keep going. I love a good cleaning hack or some type of shortcut when it comes to certain tasks, but when it comes to cleaning the stairs, I really don't mind just doing it by hand. I'm the same way with our baseboards. I know people take mops and they get it done so much faster, but I always miss stuff when I do that, and so I'd rather just do this every now and then, not very often. We're only talking every couple of months as far as the stairs go, and just get it done really, really well so that it will last a lot longer. And like I said, we don't have a ton of stairs, so this wasn't that bad. So I'm just hand washing it, and then I'm also going to use a dry microfiber cloth right after because I don't want the stairs to be slippery. Annie is constantly going up and down them. My husband was home at the time, so I just wanted to make sure I also thoroughly dried them just to prevent anybody from getting hurt. But I'm very curious, how do you like to clean your stairs? And then also, how do you do your baseboards?
My best friend didn't care about the rules, good on the weekends. I'll be in fools, drifting to deep space. So brave and so stupid, just like the movies. How it's gonna stay in the fight with you, just thinking we would do this.
I don't know why I kept putting off vacuuming the stairs going down to our basement. Once I was in it, I was really enjoying it, but sometimes I just have those tasks where in my mind they're bigger than they actually are, and then when I start doing them, it's really not a big deal. Does that happen to you? I just sometimes get this mental block where it becomes so big in my head that I just don't do it. and then I wait, and every time I see it, I tell myself, oh, I need to vacuum those, and then it just weighs on me, and that's just silly. I'm getting rid of all of that extra weight in 2024, no more. And that's Gus, our old lab. He's almost 14 years old. He is such a sweet soul. You don't get to see him as often because he's usually napping, but I love him so much, and he is such a gentle giant, and I just wish there was a way for dogs to live forever. Okay, it's project time. So here's the vision. My mom's birthday is coming up, so I want to make this for her. I got this from the Target dollar spot for $3. It can be used for a lot of different things. I'm thinking maybe just some little trinkets or jewelry, just a little dish. And I want to put an inspirational quote on the inside, so I'll get that printed with some permanent vinyl on my Cricut. And then the other thing, mom life. I wanted to do this in the new year. We're technically still in January, so we're gonna give ourselves some grace. But I've seen this going around where people do essentially like a gratitude jar for the year. And so once a week, you put something in here that you're grateful for, or something nice that happened that week, something that made you happy. And so I wanna do this with our whole family. And so we'll just take turns each week who gets to write down their happy moment, whatever we decide to put in there. And so I want to, I think, just do like the year 2024 on here, and maybe a smiley face. Actually, I kind of want to do, let me take my slipper off, a smiley face like that on the jar. So just something happy, and we got to get this going. This is just, today is the day where I am just getting all the things done that I have been putting off, and it feels so good. All right, let's get this done, and then we're gonna do some baking. Sorry, I got so excited and carried away talking about the Cricut projects, I didn't explain the second half of the jar that we're doing. And so essentially it would become this New Year's Day tradition, or maybe even New Year's Eve tradition, where we open up the jar and then read all of our things that we were thankful for, or the moments that made us happy, whatever we wrote down on the pieces of paper. And I think this would be a really cool tradition to start as a family and just reflect back on the year and really focus on the positive of the year. And I just love the idea of starting that.
I was worried you blow my reputation.
So for one of my mom's birthday gifts, I chose the quote, "It's a good day to have a good day." I shared about a month ago with you guys that my dad passed away this past August. And so I really wanted to focus on encouraging, inspirational gifts for my mom this year. And I just love the simplicity of this quote, that it's a good day to have a good day, because every day we get to wake up and we get to make that choice despite what's going on in our lives. And I just really love how inspirational this quote is. Okay, it is treat time. We are going to make heart-shaped little Pop-Tarts. Simplest recipe ever. So cookie cutter, you could do this for any holiday. So get whatever shape you want your Pop-Tart to be. You could also just make a giant rectangle Pop-Tart and not even use a cookie cutter. Get some pie crust. I just get the pre-made refrigerated pie crust. I just think it's so much easier than doing it by hand. Grab your favorite type of jelly. I'm gonna do strawberry. I'm gonna do the Good brand, so it's a little bit less sugar. You could do any flavor of jelly you want. The only other thing you'll need is an egg, because we're gonna make an egg wash that we're gonna brush on top, and then I'll show you the icing part once we get them in the oven. All right, let's make them. I will link the recipe for this in the video description box, but it truly is such a simple, fun recipe to do, and you can use so many different types of fillings. I've done a fall one in the past where I did a pumpkin spice in the middle. It was delicious. And so all you're gonna do is take the first pie crust. I like the Pillsbury pre-made pie crust because it already comes with 2 pie crusts for you. And so you roll it out, and I'm gonna do 5 hearts. That's about all that I had enough dough for, and then that way we had 1 for each of us in our family of 5. And so I was able to squeeze and do 5 hearts, and you get your bottom layer. So you take those out, and then I'm gonna spread those out, and I'm just going to take about a tablespoon of jelly and spread it evenly in the middle. Try not to get it too far close to the edges, because then it will start to come out as you're baking it. And also, if it comes out a little bit while you're baking it, mine did, that's okay. It tastes even better that way, in my opinion. So once we get our jelly on there, we're gonna do the exact same thing. We're gonna roll out the dough. We're gonna do 5 more hearts so that we have a top for our Pop-Tart. And then, oh, this dough was giving me a hard time. So I took it out of the fridge and let it sit for a little bit. Don't do that. Keep it in the fridge until you're ready to work with it. But if you make that mistake like me, just add a little flour to it. It's not a big deal. And then it'll take some of that stickiness away and you can just roll it out. There is always a solution when it comes to baking, right guys? So we're gonna get our top layer, and once we get that on there, I'm going to take a fork and I'm gonna press the edges down so that we can seal it. And again, if the jelly comes out a little bit, it's okay, mine did too. Baking is supposed to be fun, it doesn't have to be perfect. My family has never once complained about the way that my treats look. They only care about the way that they taste. So, and then the last little step that you'll do once you get all the edges pressed down, you want to make that egg wash. And so all you have to do is take one egg, scramble it in a bowl. I have a little pastry brush that I use to brush it on top, but you could easily just take a little spoon and just spread it that way. It's just a thin layer of the egg wash and it'll give it that nice shiny Pop-Tart look. And we're gonna cover ours with icing today, but if you are somebody who doesn't like it very sweet, you don't have to do the icing on top, and then it looks beautiful with just that nice shiny egg wash on top, and then you can just be done with it. But I will show you with ours, once we get them out of the oven, how I make my icing, and we'll finish that last little step together. Make our icing for our Pop-Tarts. All you need is powdered sugar. I'm gonna add just like a splash of almond milk to that and just a little bit of vanilla. We're gonna mix that up. Once I get it mixed, I'll add just one little drop of, it's a gel paste food coloring, but it's this pretty pink color. We'll get that on top. And then I think I'm gonna even add some sprinkles to the kids' Pop-Tarts because I think that they will love that extra little something. All right, let's finish these. The Pop-Tart recipe will include the icing recipe, but this icing is super simple. If you make it too thin, then just add more powdered sugar. If it's too thick, then just add more milk. You really can't mess this one up, and I use this icing for lots of different things. Okay, change of plans for dinner. I was going to show you my chicken noodle soup recipe, and I have some really cute heart-shaped pasta. However, we don't have any chicken. So instead, and stay tuned, I will show you my chicken noodle soup recipe soon because I finally perfected it where all 5 of us like it and will eat it, and the key ingredient is pesto. So we will make that soon together so I can show you. So I think I'm just gonna show you my backup plan idea that I do on nights like this where we have 2 basketball practices tonight, so we only have about 45 minutes from the time we walk in the door to when we need to leave to go somewhere. And I'm gonna show you what I do on those crazy nights because I think that's gonna be even more helpful for you. And what I typically do is I look in our freezer and think, what can I throw together that my family will eat? So come along for that adventure tonight. Let's finish our Pop-Tarts.
2 a.m. in the morning, I'm in my story smoking, catching my breath. I can feel my skin burning. You light the fire in me, got no regrets. Can't forget, you got me wrapped around it. You feel me, your body wrapped around me. Good mistakes, oh, you got me looped about it. You and me got me losing sleep. I am in too deep, like an overdose. You're the antidote. Losing sleep, I am in too deep. No matter where I hide, you got me sleep deprived.
Okay, here's our dinner plan, and I did this a lot in the summer, and it was a way to use up things that were left over in the freezer and left over in our fridge. I used to do it every Friday night, and I need to get back to that tradition. But I'm just setting up like a fun charcuterie style buffet board for the family. So this is 3 different types of chicken: dino nuggets, gluten-free chicken, the bear basic chicken. I think it's called bear chicken. But we had 3 bags of chicken that had just a little bit left in each of them, so I was able to use up the rest of those. And then we need some ketchup, and then Liam is our honey mustard kid, so some honey mustard for Liam to dip those in. And then I always want to include a fruit and a veggie, so I'm going to do some carrot sticks and some purple grapes, and then I'm going to add some ranch for dipping. And I'm just using little containers that I do for my meal prep. Oh, bonus points if you spill the ranch like I did. And so I just use little containers to kind of make it look more fun. And then I'm adding in the center there, Target in their freezer section has these little puff pastries that have cream cheese. I think they're called cream cheese wontons, and they are so good. So I like to do just a fun little appetizer side to go with it, and that's their sweet chili sauce. It is a little spicy, just to warn you. So that's my quick, easy family dinner. I hope that gives you some ideas and inspiration. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!